Welcome back, everybody. We are outside the Disneyland Hotel on this 13th of February. Love is in the air. It's almost Valentine's Day 2024. Well, I work close to here, so I figured I'd come by here. The Disneyland Hotel. Okay, it's one of the most historic spots. When it opened, there was only 7 motels around here and less than 100 rooms. There was nothing but still orange fields in Disneyland being built, where Walt Disney was already $100,000 in debt. He couldn't sell anything, mortgage anything, ran out of the line of credit. So when he wanted to add the hotel, as it was promised, when you would walk into Disneyland, there would be a flyer that they'd hand out, a soon to come, 5-star first class hotel. And that was the Disneyland Hotel. It wasn't this big. It was more like a motor lodge. They had 200 rooms, and then he had to borrow money from Jack Rather. Jack Rather was a TV producer, an oil tycoon, and at first said no. So Walt went to the Hilton family. The Hilton family said no. Went back to Rather, talked him into it, and said, all right, Walt, well, we'll give you a little bit of money, and then we'll start off with what we have. So we're gonna go look around, and from the money that was given to them, this is what they came up with, and this is what's grown into. So upon your entrance, this is the main entrance, and it always has been. Well, there was also the other entrance on the other side where the monorail would go. And Disneyland is directly behind those trees in downtown Disney, but the monorail loop goes into the park from there. And that was originally 2 miles long until this was such a success. And you can see the old style fountains here in the convention center. But as I was saying, this was such a success that 200 rooms were almost fully booked, and they were anywhere from $10 to $25 a night. First class accommodations, a black and white TV for you, air conditioning, and plenty of shops on the premises. But yeah, here's some original stuff that they've actually left, thank goodness. So there's plenty of things to see inside. Let's check out the Disneyland Hotel. So they are in fact ready for Valentine's Day, as you can see. And they have the Disneyland map upon entrance. They change this from time to time. I think Halloween time they have the Haunted Mansion on entrance as well. Here's a Mary Blair style of It's a Small World. Celebrate soulfully. Another fun fact, well, besides these pictures, I've shown these before, but one of my favorite, Vincent Price. There's Jack Nicholson and Walt and Jose. These are hard to walk by and not just check out because they're so great. There's Walt in the monorail, Bob Gurr's monorail. Walt and his family. And here we have Jack Rather, and this is the reason we have the Disneyland Hotel, is because of Jack Rather and him bringing the money. Got some more Mary Blair style. It's a Small World. So this and the Matterhorn, and that's why there's 11 stories, is because they had to grow. And let's see if we can go upstairs without a key. All right, no key card required. There I am. There used to be a lounge at the top of here back in the days, back in the 50s. While we speak, I'll talk to you. But yeah, so this and the Matterhorn, I want to get that out, were the highest man-made things inside Anaheim. I'm losing my thought here. Getting ready to see somebody when we open the door.
11?
We made it to the 11th floor, and there's not much to see up here. Here's one of the rooms right here, probably one of the bigger suites, but yeah, it just goes straight down and that's it. All right, we're gonna head back down. So the Disney Vacation Club, and if you're looking to stay here, they have a little presentation here of what it's like. Bring you on in there and strap you to the chairs and steal your wallet. We'll walk outside and look at those. I think that's pretty much gated off though. Got the Fantasia gift shop, and over here on our way to the convention center, Some really cool paintings. Walt Disney Enterprises, the WED. Make our way, and if you walk behind here, I know, to the restrooms. I've shown this before too. Some of the classic rides of Disneyland and Fantasyland. Peter Pan's Flight. This side is called through the decades. This is the 50s and the 60s. Another reason why I want to come over here is because the mid-century modern art of this is the reason why there is mid-century modern art. And there's the putting green and the putt course in the golf center. They still have that in Florida. They have quite a few. Got Walt with, once again, Bob Gurr's original monorail. And the Mickey Mouse Club. It's pretty cool. And there was one of the rooms with the classic black and white TVs. Got the Olympic-sized pool. And right over here on the other side of the South Lounge, 70s and 80s. So this is more my time, and I kind of remember that. But they used to have outside, actually, you go sailboating and paddle boating and walk on these boats. Jack Rather. The nautical theme, you got that guy right above you, and Mick. This is probably one of the best things that they got rid of, the horseshoe waterfalls that you would walk under by the Bonita Tower. They also have bands playing at the Shipyard Inn. I'll be showing that at the end as well, so stay tuned. And used to park right here before California Adventure. And directly across from me, they have the Wall of Relics. I guess we'll start in the middle. You got Walt. So many cool things and artifacts in here. The Hawkeye camera and the terrifying Mickey Mouse mask. And like I was saying, so all the mid-century modern stuff that, like that Jiminy Cricket, is leading up to one reason I wanted to visit this, because this week is mid-century modern out in Palm Springs, where Frank Sinatra and Walt Disney both had a house. Walt used to frequent the Smoke Tree Ranch, go horseback riding and camping, and had a house actually that he mortgaged or sold to put the money down on Disneyland, because he was running out of money and it was running over budget. Disneyland cost almost $20 million to build, they say. Look at that watch, the candles. It's cool. And as it cost $20 million, this hotel ended up costing $10 million. So that's just tells you how much they put into this. They have an Autopia car here, another Bob Gurr. And here's Autopia through the decades. We'll go backwards from 2016. This thing needs to be updated. The 2000s, when the sadly got rid of the people mover and put in the rocket rods. 67 through 99. Don't bump in front of you. Still a golden rule. In the 50s. And the original track down here. The original Bob Gurr Autopia car. This is definitely a skinny man elevator or escalator. Look at that. The walls are so close together. Upside down umbrellas. Plenty of restrooms. Here's the main street. This one actually looks more like Florida's Magic Kingdom Snow White ride. Peter Pan ride. These are all just up the stairs that we just went up. Oh, look at this painting. Gotta show this. A hidden splash mountain concept art. Wow, that is cool. I'm so glad I found this. Relics of the past. There's a bluebird right there. There's a bluebird on your shoulder. At least they still have this for now. This is turning into Kayvon's art show, but that'd be Big Thunder. That looks like a lot of land there not being utilized. There's the boats right there, if you've ever been on those. And Space Mountain. I think a lot of people don't actually get to see this. Got the Matterhorn here. Back in the day with the sky buckets going through it. I wish there were dates on this. Or on these paintings. Of course, the Haunted Mansion. Anaheim edition, unless it's October, then it becomes Jack Skellington's. Another classic right there. I think that's the Mission to Mars, or I believe that is correct. Walk around the corner over here. Got the Sleeping Beauty Pavilion. That looks like it's open. Try not to waste too much time on this. We gotta go outside and look. I believe that is Florida because I think that's the Skull Island, and I thought they had a water park there. That is cool. So as you know, Sleeping Beauty Castle in Anaheim, Snow White Castle in Florida. And right next door is a picture with the fireworks. Of course, the Swan. And over by the wall, they have the Mark Twain over in Frontierland. And the Sky Ride in Fantasyland, another relic from the past. That was so much fun. That's what would take you through the Matterhorn, as you would load up and those would swing around. I really don't think you could have those nowadays, and they even have the train coming through. Well, we've made it outside to the grounds. Go show you the pool and actually Trader Sam's now. The one cool thing that I did read up is, so that font, the Disneyland font, is the Disneyland Hotel font, as you see here, was the one that was actually the original one back in the 50s and the 60s. And that is actually what is used for the entrance of Disneyland when you come in. This was actually used here first for the Disneyland Hotel and that writing. So they liked it so much, they put it on the entrance of Disneyland. And now it's a writing that we all know. Thought I'd show you too. So where the pool is, that's the new tower that they've just added and opened this, or last year, in the Bonita Tower. But we're gonna head over to Trader Sam's, which opens at 11 o'clock. There used to be an area over here as well where the boats were and an arcade that was underwater, but yeah, now the ever popular Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar. The nautical Polynesian theme. Try to look inside. Can you see? Not that good. They have a cozy fireplace for you. The cool thing though about this area when they did it, there were so many shops. I mean, they had everything from a drugstore, barbershop, they had a flower shop, candy store, smoke shop, jewelry store, camera store, dentist, and even a doctor here. So they had it. It was, you know, you didn't even have to go to the park. Just like now, you can just hang out here for the day if you like, or go down to the downtown district or downtown Disney district. So here we are in between all of the hotels now. And I thought this would be as good a place to end as any. I've done another video, you can look at this channel, where I went in more of the hotels and showed what was in there, but I just thought we'd show some of the mid-century modern stuff. I'm trying to show the classic Disney hotel that's now 68 years old. Probably gonna head towards Palm Springs this week, mid-century modern, like I said, try to get out there. This gazebo is here because you can get married here as well, so that's pretty cool. Married at the Disneyland Hotel. Stay here or off property. There's plenty of nice hotels now. You don't have to stay in a motel unless you want to. So, thanks for watching if you made it this far. I appreciate it. If it's your first time, thank you. If it's your 100th time, thank you. Please consider subscribing. Got a lot more to do, a lot more to see. I have to get back to work now, but I think I'm going to end this with just a little tour, a classic tour of what was here. So, if you want to see classic Disney from a classic Disney footage, I'll let them give you the tour. And see you next time.
Welcome to the Disneyland Hotel. As we'll show you in the next few minutes, there's an exciting world of things to do and see. So come on along for the tour. Just outside the hotel lobby, there's Seaports of the Pacific. Shop for the unique and the unusual in the International Waterfront Bazaar. Visit the Orient, Hawaii, the Pacific Northwest. Travel to Latin America, Mexico, and Old California. At the Rustic Wharf Bar, you can enjoy warm conversation, a cool drink, watch passers-by, and make a new friend. You'll never know who you'll meet. Or take your pick of the finest fresh seafood at the Shipyard Inn. Stroll around Seaports, you'll catch a colorful roundup of talent. You can even have your portrait done. There's something for the entire family. From the treacherous excitement of the new mini off-road raceway to chilling chases around the marina, or the challenge of electronic wizardry in the arcade, to song and dance of local talent. If you're feeling exuberant, how about a game of tennis? Play a match at our own racket club, Tennisland. If relaxation is your heart's desire, you'll find the perfect peaceful hideaway at our white sand Papeete Beach. If water's your fancy, you'll find plenty of ways to enjoy it. Visit the koi fish pools. They're delightful. Take a dip in one of our sparkling pools, or a splashing paddleboat ride around the marina. Walk under the thundering Horseshoe Falls. Later, retreat to the coolness of the California wine cellar and meet with friends for casual conversation and a refreshing sip of California wine. Have a bite to eat at our sunny sidewalk cafe, Maisie's Pantry. And shop to your heart's content in the nearby shopping mall. Clothing, accessories, gifts, and souvenirs. They're all in our convenient complex. And stock up on film and get it developed at our 1-hour photo. For dinner, you have a tantalizing variety of restaurants to choose from. Dine in the elegance of the Oak Room, where veal dishes and creative desserts are a specialty. Or enjoy the buffet in the Mediterranean Chef's Kitchen, or a delightful Sunday brunch. For a taste of early California with a Mexican flair, it's El Vaquero. And of course, there's the coffee shop that's open to the wee hours. You'll find exciting evening entertainment here at the Disneyland Hotel. The glass elevator to the top of the park lounge takes you to a spectacular view of Disneyland's fireworks that happen at special times throughout the year. At Seaports of the Pacific, you'll discover the whirl of Western fun at the Wharf Bar. Kick up your heels to live country and Western music. Or join in the wild antics of Sergeant Preston's Yukon Saloon. It's a bawdy barroom adventure recreating the Klondike Gold Rush days. Meet Klondike Kate, Sergeant Preston, and the rest of the zany characters. The quiet enchantment of the Mandarin Bar is the perfect setting for meeting friends or business associates. And what better way to wind up a wonderful day than with an experience you'll always remember? Our famous Dancing Waters show will dazzle your eyes and ears with lights, music, and fountains. Yes, the Disneyland Hotel has an array of adventures just waiting for you to become a part of. And if there's anything you need, from hairstyling to a limousine, just ask. Dial guest line from any phone for information. Check your guest directory or visit our guest services desk in the lobby. You'll find that the Disneyland Hotel offers many convenient services. Our travel port is a complete travel center with a competent and courteous staff to help you arrange sightseeing tours and airline tickets. Also, you can get advance tickets to Disneyland here. No standing in long lines. And Disneyland is just a monorail ride away. From around the world to faraway seaports, to the simple joys of good old family fun. From gentle relaxation to stirring entertainment. It's all here at the Disneyland Hotel. So enjoy